Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to today's workshop. So excited to be here. Cannot wait to jump into all things email marketing related for your beauty business. But first, I just wanted to introduce myself. In case you don't know me, I'm Stephanie Mitchell, and I love to help beauty business owners, whether you own a large multi-location salon or whether you're a solopreneur doing your thing as a mobile beauty business, as a booth renter, as a suite renter, or if you're just in the beginning stages of your business. I love to help you with everything online marketing related and everything that helps you to grow your business and grow your clientele. So today's workshop is all about pretty much my most favorite subject in the whole world when it comes to marketing is email marketing. Super overlooked, super something that we tend to kind of ignore, honestly. It's so much easier to go to Instagram or social media, but email marketing is still so relevant to your business. It's the number one way that I've grown my business. And in this workshop today, I'm going to give you some practical step-by-step instructions for building your email list as a salon or as a beauty business, and then exactly what kind of emails you can send out to your client list, to your email list in order to actually get more bookings, which is what we all want, right? So before I jump into the presentation and share my screen with you and get into all the good stuff, I would love to hear from you. So I'm on this side of the screen. It gets a little bit lonely on this side. So I would love if you can just jump into the comments, say hi, tell me where you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out because I just love to read the comments and see who's there. And also, if you're watching this as a replay, just type into the comments replay. And yeah, it will be an amazing presentation, but it's even better when I get your participation, when you can tell me if you have any questions. I'll jump in and answer them at the end. And if you just start a conversation in the comments and say hi, I would love it. So this presentation is absolutely live, but of course you can watch it as a replay. And I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. It will be about 45 minutes long. And I have a lot of great stuff to go through, so let's jump right in. Let me just share my screen with you. Here we are. And I'm going to start the presentation. So hopefully you guys can all see me in the corner and hear me and everything's great. So today's presentation is how to grow your salon email list and get more bookings. Hands-on workshop to master beauty business marketing to master email marketing for your beauty business. So just 1 second here. I just need to move my screen here to the corner and I am back with you. So, because I couldn't read the screen there for a second. Hands-on workshop to master email marketing for your beauty business. So who do we have here watching with us? We have Elena, we have Martine, we have Kim. Thank you guys for being here. I love your energy. I love the fact that you've shown up live with me. And Kim is here from Beach Glow Custom Spray Tanning in Riverside, California. We've got Martine from Cornwall, and Elena is watching from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for being here, ladies. Okay, now that I've figured out all the tech glitches, that I can see my screen and I can see your comments, I'm gonna jump in. So, email is hands down the most effective way online of building a relationship with people, getting them to actually pay attention to what you're saying, and getting them to take action. And it is still super relevant. So here are some things that you might not have known about email. I wanted to go through these because a lot of people feel like emails are relevant, but it is so far from the truth. So here's stat number 1. This is about me specifically. My email list, Sunny Star Marketing, consists of over 10,000 people. And it's the number one way I publicize my blog posts, my videos, my workshops, and my courses. So I was just telling you before that I help beauty business owners with their marketing, But I make a living too. I teach people marketing. That's how I do it. And the number one way that I make money, that I built an audience and that I connect with people is not actually through social media. It's actually through email marketing. Stat number 2. This one is going to blow your mind. The average return on investment for email marketing is $32 for every $1 spent. So talk about an inexpensive way to get more bookings for your beauty business. And how about this one? Comparing social media performance to email performance. The average open rate for emails is 22%. And honestly, if you've got a good quality email list, it can go much, much higher than this. My email open rates range between 22 and 35%. Whereas the average engagement rate for your Instagram posts is typically less than 5%. So I'm sure you've seen that the reach and the engagement for your Facebook and Instagram posts is going down. Whereas email is still super powerful, and honestly, people read it and they pay attention to it. And if you've been thinking that email is irrelevant in 2019 and in 2020, think again. Most Americans check their email more than 10 times a day. So we all talk about how we have a social media obsession. Guess what? People pay a huge amount of attention to their email as well. So your clients, your potential clients, people who could become your clients in your city, they would love to hear from you from email. But a lot of people overlook it because of Instagram, because of Facebook, because of social media. So yes, Instagram is fun, but looking at these stats I just showed you, email is where the real money is to be made for your business. Now, in today's training, I'm going to teach you 2 things. First of all, I'm going to teach you how to get more people to join your email list. So you're going to expand your email list beyond just your clients. So most salons, they have a small email list and it just consists of the contacts of their clients who come in. Today we're going to talk about expanding that email list beyond just your clients, and we're going to do that through freebies. So if you're not sure what freebies are yet, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is and how to do it. I'm also going to teach you what kind of content to put in your emails to convert leads into paying clients. Now, here is a question for you. I would love to hear your answer. Just type into the comments. How much do you focus on email marketing for your business on a scale of 1 to 10? So be honest. Don't be embarrassed. So type into the comments a number between 1 and 10. 1 would be like, Stephanie, I don't do email marketing at all. Like, I've never done it. I'm not even sure I will be doing it. And 5 would be somewhere like, not as important as social media, but I do it once in a while. And then 10 would be like, yes, 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 I'm all about email marketing. That's the best way I do my marketing, etc. So just type into the comments. I'm going to readjust my screen here for a second while I'm waiting to read your comments, because there's always a few seconds delay, but I'm really, really curious to see what you say. So let me just share my screen again here. Okay, so Honora says 0, so that's okay, Honora. I'm glad that you're here and you want to make it a priority. Melina says 1, and Martine says, I've tried it a few times. Okay, so I'll wait for a few more people to comment, but honestly, guys, those comments do not surprise me because it is so overlooked. Email is just one of those things that we don't like doing it. We don't know what to put in our emails. We don't even have that many people to email, so it doesn't feel important. But trust me, it will make a huge difference as long as you know what kind of people to put on your email list, so how to grow it full of people who can't wait to hear from you. And number 2, as long as you know what to put in your emails. Because honestly, a lot of times, part of the problem with email marketing is just that we're sending out emails that people don't actually want to read. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. But when you put together an email that people love to read, that they can't wait to open up and they devour it, that's where you see the success, and that's where the actual sales and bookings come from your email marketing. So Kristen says 2. Kim says 5 to 6. I try to send 1 per month, which is awesome. Honestly, once a month is a great place to start. Martine says, I've done a course in it, but within the business full time, it's a time thing for me. I need to schedule it in. Exactly. And especially when you're not sure what to put in your emails, it can take a lot longer because you're sitting there indecisive about what to write. I personally send out weekly emails to my list, and it takes me about 45 minutes to put together my weekly email. And I do that once a week, and I get it out of the way and I schedule it, but it used to take me a lot longer. So thanks so much guys for letting me know your feedback about that. All right. Most people on your email list are probably existing clients. But just like the majority of your Instagram followers aren't your customers yet, I'm guessing that the majority of people who follow you on Instagram and Facebook haven't actually come in for an appointment yet, your email list can actually be the same thing. Your email list can and should also contain warm leads who are interested in what you offer. So enter the freebie, talking about how to get these warm leads of your potential ideal clients on your email list. It's all about the freebie. So in case you're not sure what that is, I'm going to show you. This is an example of one of my extremely popular freebies. It's been downloaded, as far as I remember, about 3,500 times. So I've had about 3,000 to 4,000 people join my email list just from this ebook that I wrote. It's called 7 Smart Ways to Get 7 New Salon Clients This Week. A lot of you have probably downloaded it. Here's another one that I wrote, How to Make the Perfect Facebook Ad Campaign for Your Salon. So I put together this quick guide. I actually reused content that I already had for this, and it's been insanely popular for growing my email list. Or this is also one of my more popular ones, and I'm sure that you guys would probably appreciate this too if you've ever wondered, what to post on Instagram, which is a completely different subject from today. But I put together this calendar where I give you 1 month of ideas for what to post on Instagram. People loved it. I still get tons of downloads from it, even though I'm not even really promoting it anymore. And that's another example of a freebie that I put together. So for your beauty business, your freebies are going to look slightly different. But here's an example. The Ultimate Guide to Spray Tanning. How it works and what you need to know. So that's just one example of a guide or a freebie that would be focused for a beauty business. So you might be wondering, okay, Stephanie, before you go ahead, I have a really important question. Why do I even need a freebie in order to get email addresses? Like, what does that even have to, where does the freebie come into play to growing my email list? Here's the thing. People don't just give away their email address anymore. In order to get that super valuable contact information and in order to establish a relationship with them and then turn them into a client, the first step is to get them to hand over their email address. And people are very protective of their email address, of their contact information. And you can't get something for nothing. Not anymore. It used to be that if people visited your website, I'm sure you've seen this before, they say, subscribe to my newsletter. Most people don't actually do that. I'm sure that you don't do that very often either. You don't just subscribe to then potentially get spammed with email that you don't want. I'm not advertising that you should spam people. In fact, I'm advertising the opposite. But my point is that you can't just get people to subscribe to your email newsletter for nothing anymore. You have to give them something in return. So that something is a freebie. It's a piece of really valuable content. So there are some amazing benefits to doing freebies like this. And I'm going to give you some more examples of freebies in case you're not exactly sure what they are yet. But first I want to tell you what are the huge, huge benefits for your business and for your bottom line to making free guides like this. First of all, your freebie helps qualify leads as a potential client. If they're interested, for example, in the ultimate guide to spray tanning, like I just showed you, there's a really good chance that they'll probably want to book a spray tan with you. So it's a way of kind of putting them down the funnel of, okay, so they are interested in the hot makeup looks of this summer. Maybe that means they're also interested in booking a makeup session with me. Or so they are interested in knowing what's the difference between different types of lash extensions. Maybe once they read that, they're going to be ready to book a lash extension appointment with me. So first of all, you're qualifying leads as a potential client. Second of all, your freebie gives potential clients the information they might need in order to take that step and book with you. So I kind of alluded to this before. Especially if you offer a service that requires some education around it, so a lot of like skin procedures, if you do kind of more invasive procedures, if you do Botox, or if you do microblading, or if you do IPL or laser, or anything where people really need to do their research before booking with you, instead of just getting them to go and Google and figure it out from someone else, why don't you be that source of really great information? And then once they've consumed that information and that content, they feel ready to book with you. Also, your freebie does a really great thing for your personal brand, which is something that I love, where you position yourself as the expert. Your freebie really does position you as the expert in the eyes of potential clients and as someone who really knows her stuff. So if you are at the point where you can write a guide explaining the difference between microblading and powder brows, or if you can create a guide explaining different types of eyelash extensions, or a guide explaining different ingredients that are in cosmetic products or in facial treatments, that really positions you as someone who knows your stuff, and it positions you as really the expert, someone who they would want to book with. And finally, your freebie opens the lines of communication so you can start talking with your leads regularly through email, so you can send them valuable emails and offers and then eventually turn them into a client. So it all starts with the freebie, but from there, that's just the first point of contact, and then it's about establishing regular communication with them, sending them so much amazing stuff through email, getting them to know, like, and trust you, which we'll talk about in just a minute, and then turning them into a client. So we've got Clary with us, and we also have Louisa. Thanks, ladies, for being here. I just saw your comments. Okay, so if you're not really sure yet about, okay, I get maybe the idea of what a freebie is, but I have no idea what to do it on, here are some ideas for you. First of all, if you do brows, microblading, if you're a waxing artist, a brow artist, you could do free guide how to choose which is the right brow shape for you, maybe based on your facial features, your facial shape, etc. Or how about the one I just showed you, the ultimate guide to choosing the right spray tan, prepping, and taking care of it. If someone's never had a spray tan in their life, but they're interested in it, this could be a great guide for them. Okay, how about the top updos for this wedding season 2020 or this holiday season 2020? If you're a hairstylist, if you're a hairdresser, this could be a great guide showing you really, really know what's hot this summer or this winter, and you want to inspire them with your guide. Or if you're a makeup artist, or if you are an esthetician and you do facial services, you could talk about products to stock up your cosmetics bag, or you could also talk about products for problem acne skin, or any sort of products that are going to help them and guide them in the direction of booking an appointment with you. So here's the thing, guys. When you're looking at these ideas, don't get overwhelmed. Honestly, your freebie does not need to be long. It doesn't need to take you hours to make. It really just needs to provide valuable information that potential clients would love to devour. And I'm going to show you how to do it during this training, start to finish, for free, and it's not going to take you forever. So let's make your freebie. Let's jump in. So first thing, step number one, I just gave you some ideas, but step number one is really to decide on your freebie topic. Before you actually write it, you want to be strategic about what your topic is. So you want to think about what kind of clients you want to attract and what kind of services you want to promote. So if you only do one single service, like for example, if you just do manicures or if you just do waxing, for example, it might be a pretty straightforward idea of which service you want to promote. But if you do a lot of different services, think which service or which package do you want to promote right now, this season, something that's quite popular, etc. Then you want to choose your freebie topic to align with the service or package that you're promoting. So the thing that you want to ask yourself is, what are some of the things that my clients typically want to know before booking an appointment for this service? So that's one idea for you to start thinking about your freebie topic. So for example, what's the difference between microblading and powder brows? What are the different types of lash extensions and which one is right for me? Maybe this, how is balayage different from regular highlights that I used to get back in the 90s? Or how exactly does IPL work? So some of the questions your clients might have before they feel ready to book an appointment might be a great starting point for your freebie. Or you could also create one that serves as inspiration around your chosen service. So there's a typo there. It says services as inspiration, serves as inspiration around your chosen service. So what are some things that you can inspire them with that will get them excited about booking with you? So for example, my guide to hot summer makeup looks. Or I love this one, the top nail polish colors and designs for fall. So they see this, they get excited and they say, wow, I really want to book for this. Or how about a piece of knowledge that you can share that positions you as the real expert in your niche? This is also a great one. So for example, the best all-natural skincare products on the market right now. Or why waterless pedicures are good for the planet and good for you. So you're taking a position, you're taking a stance, you're showing that you're the expert, and you're creating this amazing piece of free content that people are like, wow, I really want to download this because she really seems like she knows what she's talking about. She knows her stuff. Okay, so once you have decided on your topic, the next step is to create your freebie with Canva. So who here has used Canva before? Just let me know in the comments if you have, if you haven't, if you use it all the time, if you love it. I would love to know kind of what your level of proficiency is with it, or if you guys have ever heard of it before. Just let me know in the comments. So I'm going to jump into Canva. Canva.com. Love this website. I use it all the time. I also use like paid programs like Photoshop, but for certain things, Canva is amazing. I absolutely love it. You can do so many free, cool things with it. Clary says this is a good point. Thanks, Clary. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Kim says, never heard of it. Glenna says, I've tried, but I got stuck. Clary says, I use it all the time. Honora says no. Maureen says yes. Clary says I make a lot of my products with it. Exactly. I love it. Martine says Canva is great. And Robin says I've never heard of it. Okay, so we've got a mixed bag here. Canva is a free graphic design tool. Absolutely love it. Canva.com. Go ahead, make yourself a free account. And this is the freebie guide that I created with Canva in under 5 minutes. So first I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's 4 pages. I've got my first title page there. I've got a little bit about me so that people can get introduced to me as a beauty professional. you as a beauty professional. I've got my actual content, so the actual like good, juicy, meaty, fun stuff that you're teaching them in the guide. That's the middle part. And then on the last page, you're going to give them a special offer for your services. So it's another way to kind of like, after they've read your guide and they're interested, you hook them with an offer and a promo code to book with you. So that's another really great way of converting these people who downloaded your guide into paying clients. So in order to create this ultimate guide to spray tanning, but obviously your guide's going to be different, you're going to want to go to canva.com and you're going to create a design. So your design is going to be some custom dimensions, and you're going to want to do it 1,000 by 1,500. So essentially, we're just creating a blank canvas now that we're going to design. I'm not going to go into huge details about exactly how to design every single little thing, but I'm going to show you more or less how it works. So we have one page here. We're going to go ahead and add some extra pages. So we're going to press this button, and now we have 4 pages here. So for the first page, it's our cover page. It needs to look nice. You want it to have pictures on it. You want it to have the name of your ebook. You just want it to look nice and branded. Fortunately, Canva gives you so many options for what to put on the front page. I absolutely love it. So if you click on this, they'll resize it for your page there. You could do something if you wanted to put a few different pictures on your cover page for your ebook or freebie, however you want to call it. You could do something like that. Like I said, they have so many options. I love it. So the one that I chose was, this one is also super cute. I love that. Let's go with this one. Let's call it How to Choose a Microblading Artist. So for example, this guide could be like a non-biased way to decide if you're, for example, on Instagram looking at all of these pictures of microblading and you don't know which artist you should go with, you don't know how to identify whether their work is high quality or not based on their Instagram pictures, maybe you want to create a guide that says, this is my unbiased opinion on how to find the best microblading artist, just as an example. So you can write the text of your ebook here, and then you can just throw in some pictures. So go to uploads. You can upload your own images here. So you can just drag them over. You could write in your business name here, Sunny Storm Marketing. Whatever you want to put. You can even put in some extra text, some extra graphics, etc. So yes, the first page is all about your cover. Make it look nice. Put in your title, put in your business name, maybe a subtitle. Like in this one, I put how it works and what you need to know. And then I also put in my business name as well. Okay, so once you're done with the title page, the second page is going to be some information about you. So you're going to put in a photo of yourself. You're going to put in a quick, like 1-paragraph bio about you and your business. And then you're going to put your contact information in case they want to know more about your business, where you're located, how to contact you, etc. So first thing you can do is go ahead and put in a picture of yourself. So let's go to uploads because I uploaded my own pictures here. So I'll just throw on a picture of me here. Can you see how easy it is? It's like, I absolutely love it. You just click and drag, put in a heading. You could say something like, hi, I'm Stephanie. And then Afterwards, you want to put in a little bit of body text. You want to put in a little bit of text about yourself, about your business. For this one, I just put in some filler text. I'll put it in here. Okay. And then after that, after you've told them a little bit about yourself, then you're going to put in your contact information. So here I put, you can get in touch with me here. Sunny Storm Spray Tanning. In this case, that's not the actual name of my business, but my pretend business. My address, my phone number, my email address, etc. So just put in your contact information. And then on the second page, you're going to, maybe even third and fourth page, you can add in extra pages if you want. Your freebie or your ebook doesn't need to be super long. I would say probably at least 2 pages of good info, but even 1 page of good info is great. So all you need to do, same thing as here, drag over your headings. Drag over any photos that you want to put in. You can even use some of the stock. I recommend that you don't use stock photos, but if you want to use stock photos, you can go ahead. So drag over any photos and then just go ahead and write your freebie. It doesn't need to be like this masterpiece literature that everybody just goes like, give her the Nobel Prize in Literature already. It really can be just a fun, light, casually written ebook or freebie, however you want to call it. The main point is that the information that you give should be really valuable and useful, and then at the same time, kind of pull them in the direction of booking an appointment with you. But it shouldn't just be about selling your services. It really should be useful. Okay, so that's the meat of the freebie, is the good information that you're giving, whether it's about pictures of good microblading versus bad microblading. If you want to provide, photos of nail designs that you've done and some information about colors that you know are going to be really hot for nails this autumn. Just inspirational, helpful, that kind of thing. So put that in the main section of your ebook. And then the last section, you're going to want to give them a special promotion. So for here, I wrote, ready to try your first sunless tan? I've got a special offer for you. $10 off your first spray tan at Sunny Storm. Call me and mention promo code FREEBIEGIFT. And then I gave the contact information there. Actually, you guys probably can't see it super well, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. Here we go. So I gave my contact information. I gave them kind of like a little voucher code here with a promo code on it. And essentially, I took all of that free information that I gave them and I said, okay, does that sound good to you? Is this something you're interested in actually taking action on? If so, I've got a special offer for you. So you put that on the last page, and then guess what? You're done your ebook. You're done your freebie at that point. It's really not that hard. So what you want to do once you're done designing it, you've double checked the spelling, etc., is you want to download it as a PDF. So PDF standard is fine. There's a premium image here, the flower, so it costs $1 to download. If you have to download a few premium items, it will only cost probably less than $5, but there's a lot of free images you can use as well. So go ahead and press that download button to download your PDF, and then it will be saved onto your computer. So that is step 1. Now, step 2, so it will end up looking something like this. It would be like a downloadable ebook that they can download on their iPad or their phone, etc. So step 2 is make your freebie downloadable on your website and set up your automated email. So I wanted to show you an example of what I mean by making your freebie downloadable on your website. So here you can see my website, Sunny Star Marketing. And like I said, my business runs on email marketing, right? So everywhere on my website, I make it super obvious that they can download things. So on my homepage, I link them to the checklist. Below that, I have links to more things that they can download. I have a free resources tab where they can download them. So I make it really, really obvious on my website that people can download my freebies, because that's what I really, really want them to do. So when they do go to download it, essentially all it is a picture, some title text here, a little blurb about what the freebie is about, and then they put in their first name and their email address and they press get it now. So that's pretty much all there is to it. And what I'm going to show you is how to use MailChimp, which is a free email marketing tool. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of it. I'm going to show you how to use MailChimp to set up a landing page like this for free so that people can download their guide. They can put in their email address, they can put in their name, and then they can download it. So I thought that this looked really cute. And honestly, the fact that it's free, how can you lose? I mean, they're giving away so much great software for you to do email marketing for your business, and you don't even have to pay for it. So with MailChimp, you just go to your existing account, or you go to MailChimp.com and you set up a free account. And first thing that you're going to do is set up an audience. So an audience is essentially just a list of people who have opted in for your freebie. So you can have like a list, for example, an audience could be your clients who've come in for an appointment in the past. Another audience could be non-clients, but people who have downloaded your ebook. So just an example. So you're going to want to first go into audience and create an audience. Oh my gosh, I'm on the verge of sneezing. Sorry, I'm allergic to cats, and there are a couple cats around, so I'm always kind of on the edge of sneezing. Okay, so first of all, go into audience, create an audience, name it something like freebie download list or something like that. And then once you've done that, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to add anyone to it. Just create the list. Then, when you've done that, go into MailChimp, create a campaign, and you're going to create a landing page. So give your landing page a name, like Ultimate Guide to Spray Tanning Download. You're going to select your audience that you just created. So I'm going to select Instagram ebook subscribers, but your audience will be probably called something like freebie download list or something like that. And then you're going to press begin. So just to let you know, the landing page is this. It's hosted on MailChimp. So see, you can see the link here is MailChimp. They do give you the option to host it on your own website as well. So I could also make it stay on sunnystorm.marketing/ultimate guide download. But if you just want to do it the free and easy way, you can host it with MailChimp, and then I'll show you how to link to it from other places. So here you can choose your landing page design. So they've got lots of different options. I personally recommend that you go with lead generation, wild country. That's the one that I've used. So it already looks really, really good. I mean, you don't really have to do that much to it, except for switching out the photos and adding new text. And you can remove these parts here if you don't want them. So you could like just totally delete these sections, or you could set them up. So what I did here was I changed out the logo and put in my own logo. So you can just press edit here. You're gonna put in your logo there as a photo. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is change the text here. Stop doing that. Okay. What did we call it? Download my ultimate guide to spray tanning for free. Okay, so you can see it's like massive. I'm going to select that. I'm going to clear styles. And then after that, I can add my fonts. You can change the font. You can change the size. You can change the color, etc. Next thing that you're going to want to do is, with this form here, add in first names so that you're not just grabbing their email address, you're grabbing their first name as well. And then this image here, you can click it and you can change the image here as well. So they had there's a bunch of different options for what you can put as the image there. You can just, if you want, you can just add a photo of you. You can add a photo of some pictures of your work. But in this case, I actually just downloaded the title cover of my ebook and I put it as the image there because I think it looks cute. Then you can give a little bit of information about your ebook here. So what did I write? Nervous about your first spray tan? So give them a little bit of information about why they're gonna love your freebie and what's in it for them, what they're gonna learn, why you wrote it, what's your inspiration, how it's gonna help them, etc. That's perfectly okay because I love to help new clients learn how fabulous a fresh and natural looking spray tan can be. I'm Stephanie and I'm the owner of Sunnystorm Spray Tanning in Toronto. In this guide, I've answered all the most frequently asked questions I get about spray tanning. So that's an example. You're going to want to change it for your business, but just give them a little bit more information about your guide. Okay, so once you've done this landing page and you're happy with it, you're going to press save and close. And then you're going to be able to publish it. Okay, so you can add a page title here. You can add a URL here, so you can actually change what the URL says. So you can make it say something like MailChimp /numbers/spray tan guide. And then when you're done with that, once you've done all of that, you can press publish. I can't press publish right now because I haven't confirmed all the information, but essentially once you put everything in there, you press publish and then your page will go live. So your page is here, your page is live, but we're still missing one more part of it before we can actually start promoting it and publicizing it. And that is, okay, what happens after people put in their email address and their name and they press download? What happens? So that is where this part comes in. Set up a welcome email to send to new subscribers with your freebie. So that's step number 4. And the email is going to look something like this. So as soon as people put in their email address and their name, they're going to get an email from you with a link to read and download your freebie. And it gives them more information about the freebie, maybe it gives them more information about you, and it just establishes that first point of contact. So how do you do that? You're going to want to go into campaigns, press create a campaign, press email, automated, and then you're gonna welcome new subscribers. So you could give it a name, something like freebie email download link. And then of course you're gonna wanna select the audience that you've already created of people who are downloading your freebie. So press begin. And here we can decide, we can put some information in. So sends to new subscribed contacts immediately after they join your list. That's great. It's sending from, in my case, it says Sunnystorm. If it puts in your business name, I actually recommend that you send out your emails from your personal name. Instead of sending it out from Sunnystorm Marketing, all my emails come from Stephanie Mitchell. I find they get a higher open rate, higher click rate, and people connect more with me as a person as opposed to as a business, which at the end of the day is what you want. Then you're going to edit your subject line here. Make your subject line something that promises what they're going to get, but also makes them curious. So, you're awesome. Here's that ebook you wanted. So I like to say something great about them. I always say like, you're awesome, or I'm so happy you downloaded, or something like that. And then I tell them what they're getting. Here's that ebook you wanted. Okay, so you're gonna press save. And then the last thing that you wanna do is set up the content for your automated email. So press edit design, and we're gonna actually set up that email that goes out to people automatically. You know, as much as I love my computer, when I'm streaming and sharing my screen and doing internet stuff at the same time, it does tend to slow it down a lot. So if everything's lagging a little bit, I really, really apologize. But it does give me a little bit of a break for my voice, so that's at least good. Okay, so right now MailChimp is loading the editor where we can actually write in the text of our email and that kind of thing. But before it does that, I want to go to template and choose a different template for my email. Because you can choose different designs and that kind of thing. The design that I like for this one is the first one. So the first one gives you space to put an image, it gives you space to put a link, which is what I like. Because remember, at the end it's going to look something like this. So we're going to give MailChimp a few seconds to do its thing, okay? So you see here that they're telling you to put your logo at the top. I actually don't recommend that. I used to put the logo at the top of my emails, and then I found out that it looks really corporate and businessy, and people actually really like getting emails that are super personal and don't seem like they're coming from a business. So I actually recommend that you remove that. Then at the top of the email, you can put a title. So something like related to your freebie. So you're thinking of getting a spray tan. And then here you can add a nice photo of your freebie. So here I actually have an image of my freebie inside of an iPad, which looks super cool, and I find that people are more likely to download it if they can actually see it on an iPad, on a computer, on a phone. But you might be wondering, like, okay, do I actually have to set up a photo shoot where I actually take pictures of an iPad? Do I really have to do that? No, you do not. I wanted to show you guys this super cool website called placeit.net. It's free, but it does have a paid version. and you don't need to be designy or techy or anything. You can take your images and place them inside of images of iPads, of computers, of phones. You can make mock-ups of t-shirts that you don't actually have. So like, for example, that one. So display your iOS app with iPad mock-ups is not actually what we want. All you have to do is take an image from your freebie, choose an iPad image that you want. It could be either plain or it could have people in it. It could have coffee in it. And then you use this website to put that picture in, which is so, so, so cool. So I highly recommend it. It's called placeit.net. So you have your picture of your freebie, and now you have to write a little bit of text. So what did I write in mine? Let me just see. So you want to get a spray tan. This guide tells you everything you need to know. I'm Stephanie, and I love everything about sunless tanning. I've been in business for over 11 years, and I've heard every question out there about colors, duration of tans, prepping, sun damage, and more. In this guide, I answer all your questions about spray tanning. Enjoy, Stephanie. So just sweet, fun, casual, explaining what's actually in the guide. And then at the end here, you're going to want to put a link to your guide. So you can change the color. If you go to style, you can change the color of the button, for example, whatever color is your branding. Instead of start shopping, you're going to want to say download the guide or whatever you want to put. And then here you're going to want to put a link to your guide. So you're probably wondering, okay, how do I actually include a link to the guide? Like, how do I take my PDF that I downloaded onto my computer and link it so that when people click this, it actually downloads to their computer? So depending on which kind of website you have, whether it's Wix, whether it's Squarespace, there's different ways that you can upload your PDF guide onto your website. I'm not going to go through it now because there's just so many options. But I do have a blog post that I just posted on Monday where I show you step by step what I'm going through in this training. And there I give you instructions for how to upload your freebie to your website and then how to link to it from here. So if you go to sunnystorm.marketing/blog, I give you the full instructions for how to do it. Okay? All right. So once you have this email completed, you can remove these sections here. You're going to press save and continue. And then after that, you can activate your email. So what happens is that as soon as people download your ebook from here with their email address and their first name, they're going to get that automated email from you that says, you're awesome, here's that ebook you wanted, and it gives them the link to download it. And it's also a place for you to introduce yourself. Okay, guys, before I go on, can you just drop me a message in the comments and let me know if everything that I've gone through so far makes sense to you? So the creating the freebie in Canva, making the landing page on, let me just come back to you. Making the landing page on MailChimp, putting out the automated email on MailChimp. Does that all make sense to you? Because I want to make sure that if you have questions that I'm answering them. So just give me a yes if it does make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, then just let me know what your question is and I'll get to it at the end. So I'm going to just drop into the comments here. China says, for how long is Canva free? There's always a catch. Actually, there is no catch. It's free. Clary, yeah, exactly. That's what Maureen says. Clary says, thanks for showing us this part of it. Laura says, this is so amazingly helpful. I'm so glad. Martine says, this is amazing info. Thank you so much. Okay, and then Martine says, all good and clear. Laura says, yes, so good. Thank you so much. Elena says, yes, this makes sense. Thank you. And then Honora says, yes, looking forward to trying it. Okay, so happy that you guys are liking it. I don't usually do these hands-on workshops like this, so I wanted to make sure that it's all clear and that it makes sense to you guys and that you're following along. So that's great. So happy to hear that. Okay, so let me just look at my presentation here. And let me jump back into it. So, oops, I'm not sharing my screen yet. Here I am. Okay. Robin says, I'll probably rewatch the MailChimp part because it is a lot, not because you weren't explaining it well. Oh yeah, of course. Like, I went through it all very fast, but this is just kind of to show you high level how to do it. And then definitely rewatch Robin. And like I said, there's also a blog post where I show you visually and with words, step by step, how to do what I'm showing you today. So you can go to sunnystormmarketing.com/blog. And then Elena says, do you recommend paying for Canva? Is it worth it? Honestly, I don't recommend paying for Canva unless you bump into something where you absolutely need it. I think you can do just fine with the free version. But great question. And of course, my comments are in the way of my presentation again. Okay, so you've made your freebie. You've uploaded it to your website. You've made your beautiful landing page where people can download it. You've made your automated email that gets sent out to them with a link to the freebie. And now what? We're missing something, right? Which is you have to promote your new landing page and freebie everywhere. Because what is the point of doing all this amazing work and you're creating this hugely useful piece of content that your ideal clientele will love if nobody knows about it and nobody's downloaded it because they haven't even heard of it before, right? So the next step is to share your landing page and your freebie everywhere so that you can get as many eyeballs on it as possible and you can get lots of potential clients to download it. So what you're going to want to do, like I showed you before, first of all, you're going to want to share it on your homepage. So you're going to want to link to it from your homepage. You're going to link to it from your navigation or the menu of your website. You're going to share it on your social media. And then, of course, you can combine it with Facebook ads. Just to let you guys know how much I love Facebook ads for promoting freebies like this, between April and July, I spent about $5,000 on Facebook ads just promoting my freebies. I wasn't even selling anything. I was literally just getting people to download my ebooks and my guides. And the reason that I did that is because I know that a lot of times instead of doing the hard sell where you're like advertising something or telling people to buy, sometimes for certain things it works really, really well to create, first of all, a connection with somebody, and then over time you convert them to a client. And that's what these freebies are amazing for, is getting that contact information, giving them the freebie, communicating with them on a regular basis through email, which we're going to get through to in just a second, and then converting them to a long-time client. So I give you more information about how to publicize your freebie on my blog post. So if you go to sunnystorm.marketing/blog, you can grab it there, learn more about how to publicize it. But essentially, you're going to want to share your freebie everywhere. On your website, on your social media, do some Facebook ads for it, link to it everywhere, and get as many people to see it and download it as possible. P.S. If you don't know about Facebook ads, if you've never run them before, or if you haven't been able to get them to be successful, I have a free ebook where I show you, freebie alert, this is very meta, I'm getting you guys to download my freebie while I'm talking to you about freebies. I have an ebook where I show you how to launch successful Facebook ads. So you can go to my website, sunnystorm.marketing, Go to free resources there and download my ebook where I show you how to do successful Facebook ads. Okay, so once you've done that, the final step after you've started to grow your email list, maybe you have 50 people on it, maybe you've got 100 new leads who have downloaded your freebie. What do you do then? You nurture your leads with regular emails that they cannot wait to read. So, if you're super honest, for those of you who said that you do emails sometimes, like you do send out marketing emails occasionally, if you're really super honest, are the emails that you're sending out to your list intentionally super, what does that word say? I can't even read my own screen. My comments are covering up my screen. Are the emails you send out to your list intentionally interesting and exciting for your list to read? Or are your emails forced and salesy? So if you're super honest, the emails that you're sending out once a month or once every few months, are you sending them out because you have a new promotion and you're like, oh, I need to get more eyeballs on this, so I'll just send out a sales email? Or are you making sure that every email you send out has something valuable, interesting, and exciting that your list wants to read? So just think about that, because people are very picky about which emails they open and which ones they don't. And if they feel that it's salesy and spammy, they'll unsubscribe and you'll never hear from them again. But if you send emails that they love to read, and I'm going to show you some things to put in your emails that people will love to read, they're going to stick around, and then eventually, after you've nurtured them, after you've built the trust factor, they're going to turn into clients. But it all comes down to what you put in those emails. So, some tips about your emails that I've learned the hard way about email marketing in the past few years. I used to have an open rate of about 10% on my emails. I'm not even embarrassed to say it. For my old business, I only used email as a sales tool, and my open rates reflected it. I had like 9 to 12% open rates because people got sick of being sold to. But over the past few years, I've figured out email marketing and I know what people love to read. So your emails should be, first of all, fun and friendly. So make them really, really fun. Put lots of personality into them. Second, they should be casual, not businessy, and they should be written in the first person. That means you write the email as if it's coming from me, Stephanie, I. You're not writing it as we, they, the business. You know what I mean? So you write first person. Second, your email must have valuable tips and ideas to share. It can't just be all about me, I need to sell this. This is what I'm doing. Isn't this promotion so cool? Don't you want to buy this? It's about the person who's reading it. Include information that they really, really want to read. Tips, ideas, value, content, things that make them excited about opening. Also, mix personal with business. So the more personal you can make your emails, the better. So I'll give you an example. I sent out my weekly email to my list today. It had a link to last week's Facebook Live that I did and a link to the blog post that I wrote on Monday. So that's my content, that's my value. But I also mixed the personal with the business. So I also showed some pictures of my holiday in Italy that I'm currently on, because I'm currently coming to you live from Italy in case you didn't know. So I showed some pictures of pizza and me on a beach and me hiking, and people really do care about those personal details. And then the last thing is send your emails out consistently. I cannot stress this enough, that sending out emails once every 6 months is not going to build a relationship. People need to hear from you on a regular basis. Start with once a month if you can, and then build up from there. at least once a month. How I used to do it was like starting 2-3 years ago for Sunny Store Marketing. I started out sending out monthly emails and they were super businessy. Then I moved on to bi-monthly emails, so once every 2 weeks. And I started to make them a little bit more personal. I started to make them come from Stephanie instead of Sunny Store Marketing. And then starting in, I think May of last year, I started to send weekly emails and I tried to put more and more of my personality and personal life into it. And that is when I started to get the real results, seriously. So these things work. Now, here are some ideas for you of what to put in your emails. First of all, one idea specifically for this list of people who have downloaded your freebie, send out the voucher code that we included on the last page of your freebie. Remember, we put a little promo code there. Send out the voucher code again the day after they've downloaded the freebie. So send them an email saying, hey, it's me again. Remember you downloaded my ebook yesterday. Just wanted to remind you I have a limited time offer for people who downloaded my freebie or my ebook. You get $10 off your first spray tan, but it's only available for the next week. So if you want to book, here's my contact information. I'd love to meet you because I love meeting new clients, for example. So that's one idea. Second idea, here are some things that you can mix into your monthly or weekly, even better, emails. First of all, start with a short intro paragraph about what's been happening in your salon and in your life since they last heard from you. So just some personal updates, like my email where I showed pictures of pizza and hiking. People really do want to hear the personal details. You would be so surprised. One of my clients that I worked with last year, she has a spray tanning business, and we put together an email newsletter for her where we told her clients like what was going on in her life. We sent some pictures of her dog, of her new renovations in her studio, and she had someone email her back and said, I loved your email. I think she emailed her back and she's like, I love that you did the renovations. I love that you shared a picture of your dog. I love that you're going to this event. Like, she just repeated back everything that she said in her email because she was so interested in it. We think that people don't care about our personal lives and the stuff that's going on with us as a person. We think that people only care about our services and our availability and our prices and our promotions, but that's not true. They want to know the person behind the business. So that's a great way to start your email. Next, you might want to give some details about salon events, about some of the new services you've added, about some of the upgrades you've done, anything that's newsworthy in your salon. That's a great second piece to put into your newsletter. Also, how about things happening in your town that can connect you to your list? Info about events or happenings in your city that you're participating in. So any events coming up that might be related to your services. So for example, homecoming, or I remember one of my clients had like a rodeo coming up, and so there were certain services that they were doing attached to that event, or promotions or sponsoring or anything like that going on in your city. Or just events that you're going to be attending that you want to share with them. Say, oh, I hope I'll see you there. They would love that too. Next, you want to also make it visual. So include some photos in your emails and helpful info about your favorite retail products right now. So be educational, helpful. Tell them about products that you have. Don't be too salesy. Just be educational about it. Also, again, visuals. We love seeing photos in emails. Not stock photos, photos that you've taken. So another idea is some photos of your favorite client work of the month, which I'm sure you have those photos. You've probably been sharing them on Instagram and Facebook. You probably just never thought of putting them into your emails. So put them in and include a fun description too. Or how about a photo of you or your team? So just some updates about maybe what your hair looks like now, or even just you with your dog. People love to see you, so don't deny them of that. And keeping with the educational part of email, how about including a beauty advice sections with some of your beauty tips of the month, something short but valuable. So you could include links to some YouTube videos that you've done, links to your blog posts, or just within the email, just say, hey, here's a beauty tip of the month. Did you know this? And I bet you that people are going to find that so valuable that that's going to be one of the main reasons they're opening your email. And then lastly, at the bottom of your email, you do want to turn them into, of course, people who book with you and get more bookings from your email. So of course, include info about your current promotions and a link to book an appointment at the end. So that's the cherry on top. So if you combine a bunch of these ideas into a simple text and photo-based email, you don't need any design needed, your list will love to read them and open them up regularly. So you might be thinking, okay, Stephanie, that's a lot of work to go through to maybe not even get appointments from it because it's all fun stuff. People love reading it, but maybe they're not booking. Yeah, but guess what? You're developing that relationship with them. You're keeping yourself top of mind. You're bringing them closer to know, like, and trust you. So it really is a long-term relationship building thing. Remember, not every single person on your list who downloaded your freebie is ready to buy right now. That is perfectly okay. Nurture them and keep them engaged, and one day they will be ready. Use email to build your know, like, and trust factor. Follow the steps that I've shown you in this workshop today, and you're going to build your list, and then you're also going to be able to send out emails that people love getting. So let me come back to you all right now. So that training went longer than I thought it was going to, guys. I told you 45 minutes. It's been about an hour and a half. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope it's been helpful. Robin says, yes, I have your email about the blog post. Great. Guys, if you're not on my email list, join it. Not just because I want to grow my email list and want to sell to you, that kind of thing. My emails are really not salesy. Join my email list also so that you can get ideas for what to send in your emails. Because if you're opening up my emails, they make you want to open up and read them. There's a reason. And the reason is probably because I've been personal, I've been vulnerable, I've been sharing useful ideas and content. It might not be the exact same thing that you're going to put in your emails as a salon, but the method and the principle is the same. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Yeah, and I'll see you all next Tuesday again. Again, if you haven't dropped into the comments yet, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. I would love to hear from you. If you're watching as a replay, just tell me replay in the comments. And I will see you all very soon next Tuesday. I have a special guest for Salon Marketing Live. Next Tuesday, we're talking about team building, talking about staffing your dream team, how to attract and retain amazing team members, how to publicize them, how to build their books. So if you're a small salon and you want to grow your team, it's perfect for you. If you're a larger salon and you have team members, but you're having a hard time training them, retaining them, and building a strong and unified team, you're going to want to join me. Katie Whiteledge from Beyond the Technique is going to be joining me next week, and it's going to be awesome. So Louisa says, wonderful teacher. Thank you. You're the real deal, Stephanie. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Louisa. Honora says, great information. You explain it so well. Kim says, thank you. Laura says thank you, and Louisa says that she's watching it live. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I'm really glad that you were here, and I'll see you all next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.